say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they boss shit. These niggas better move and coach. If they make the wrong move and coach. See me, they like, keep on chopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up on my double. They see me, they like, keep on chopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I broke my army, going up like a rocket. Can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, sit up in the house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man, you blood up, blood like a handle. 144 with no roof, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. So I made a corner like a bum with a bando. I'ma lead by example. Keep on sobbing, got this bitch off the hand, got the juice, got the drip, about to hit this bitch with the soap. It ain't rap, this is soap. Can't take some bitch, this shit with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they boss shit. These niggas better move and coach. If they make the wrong move and coach. Feeling like a legend in this shit, little nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, little nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs, look like his white blood. We all stepping, kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, what you doing life? These hands are root GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we same than authentic, we know the rhymes. I keep a 144 because I know a kind. Know it's hard, you know I'm with the animals when we flow and ride. We back again, no cap, when I'm with camp again. Yeah, he said he went smoking, so we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they boss shit. These niggas better move and coach. If they make the wrong move and coach. See me, they like, keep on chopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up on my double side.
The compact crossover built for the city. Fine suspension.
who got the gun? It's a who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Soldiers from the dead, just wake up the change frame. Shots of them look like Aaron Jones when I really get up under. Hey, Shalom Christ Israel. This is Officer ISUPK, and tonight we are doing a law class. All right, and tonight's topic is watching violence leads to your destruction and more violence. All right, this is the ISUPK, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana, and this is the ISUPK Kentucky. All right, let's clap for class. All right, so everybody's been seeing what's going on in the news and whatnot, TMZ about Blueface and Christine Rock, you understand, and how domestic violence basically has been promoted, you understand. So we're gonna talk about that tonight, Blueface and Christine Rock, and they got a reality TV show, you understand. And with this reality TV show, they basically whooping the shit out of each other in every episode. You know what I'm saying? Like actually physically assaulting each other. You understand? And I don't know how they get paid to do this or how this is a so-called reality TV show, but they've got 6 episodes. You understand? And basically it's promoting domestic violence. You understand? And 9 out of 10, well, I probably 10 out of 10 times she's the aggressor too. You understand? She's been assaulting this nigga. She'll hit the nigga with a Henny bottle upside the head and some other things. You understand? So like a lot of these reality TV shows that's being pushed into Black and Hispanic faces. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the Real Housewives, you got Love and Hip Hop, the Bad Girls Club, which that's actually where that was Blueface OnlyFans reality show where he met Christine. You know what I'm saying? He met her on that damn show right there. And like all these shows are promoting violence. Right. You know what I'm saying? And not only is it making black people look bad, but it's really making black women look bad. Because I mean throughout all these, you know what I'm saying, Real Housewives and Love and Hip Hop, Bad Girls, they out yelling, screaming, fighting each other and some more things, you know what I'm saying? So not only is it putting black people in a bad light, it's also putting black women in a bad light. You know what I'm saying? Like all these shows promote domestic violence. We're gonna go over also tonight. We're gonna go over the effects it has on our children and teenagers and everything. That people that actually watch these shows, we're gonna show the effects that it has on our kids, on our children. We're gonna talk about the effects of children just also hearing violence inside the household between the mother, father, or whatever. Right. We're gonna talk about how that has an effect on our children. And we're also going to get into the effects that our children, when seeing domestic violence, whether inside the home or outside the home, hearing it on the radio, through TV, through songs and things like that. We're going to talk about how all that affects our children. You understand? Because they're more susceptible to be in a domestic violence relationship if that's all they grow up seeing and watching. Right. They're more susceptible to being gangbangers if that's all they hear in the TV show or seeing the TV shows and hearing the music. Right. You know what I'm saying? If it's a kill a nigga this, kill a nigga that, woo woo woo, I'ma sell drugs, it ain't fun at the home, can't get none, fuck these bitches and all that. That's all they hearing, and that's what they're gonna be more likely subject to when they get older. Right. Doing the same things. You understand? And I got a pretty good article for that one too. All right. Now with this Blueface and Christina, you know what I'm saying? They got 6 episodes so far. Remember, like this whole series promotes the toxic relationship. Any other time, you know what I'm saying? You got all these women organizations, women groups, and you know what I'm saying? All these things ready to cancel any and everybody that talk about domestic violence. Right. But yet somehow this show gets promoted. You know what I'm saying? And on the show they stay getting drunk and fighting. And usually 9 times out of 10 it's her that's I'm gonna get into that. I'm a Wonder Bar. So like I'm gonna get into that. I got an article for that too. I'm gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? They usually she's the one that starts the fight. You know what I'm saying? One of the episodes, Blueface fought the entire family. You remember seeing that on Facebook? Yeah, Blueface fought the whole goddamn family. Father knocked the father out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
all that.
I did.
Like, all that.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? At the same time, if that would have been him, you know what I'm saying? And during that whole show, they was talking about her family was talking about no matter what she do, you're not supposed to hit her this, and this. And he's asking like just simple questions like, well, did y'all teach her to hit me first? Well, who like, why should she be able to hit me? Right. You understand? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's wrong if a man hit a woman, but a woman hit a man all day, every day. Nobody bats an eye at. You know what I'm saying? But you wrong if you hit her ass back. Right. You understand? And that's because the woman is the weaker vessel, like the scripture say. The woman is the weaker vessel. You know what I'm saying? And she thinks she all tough and mighty and all that, but you know what I'm saying? Once you hit her ass back, then she want to cry victim. Right. Then she want to call the police. Then she want to get your ass sent to jail and some more things. You understand? In another episode, like one of the later episodes, she hit the nigga with the Henny bottle upside the head. You remember seeing that on Facebook? Nah. Yeah, she hit him with a Henny bottle upside the head. She gonna vacuum his hair out to get the glass and stuff out and put a piece of tape on. Then he can get him a band-aid or nothing. You understand? Now, if he would have beat her up after that, it's cancel Blueface. Let's go, you know what I'm saying? Let's press charges on this nigga. Right. He can get thrown in jail, thrown under the jail, really. You know what I'm saying? But there's no charges been pressed on this woman. You know what I'm saying? All these women out here act like that's the thing to do. You understand? None of these women are trying to shame her or anything like that for doing these ungodly things, these shameless things. You know what I'm saying? But if on the other foot, if it was him, it's cancel for this and cancel him for that. He doesn't respect women. He's bashing women, all this. But usually when the shoe was on the other foot, they have a blind eye to it. Right. You know what I'm saying? You goddamn hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? Instead of women talking about how it's also women out here talking about how he's destroyed her. You know what I'm saying? And when in reality, she's the toxic one. You know what I'm saying? And all these women talking about how he didn't destroy her, but not talking about all the shameless and vile things that she's done to him. Right. Or the vile things she's done to her damn self. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, on the Bad Girls Club, like, all I've seen, I've never really seen the show. I've seen, like, clips and stuff on Facebook. Like, she fights in every episode. You know, when they get on the couch and they have a host and they, like, I think they call it a reunion or whatever, and she fighting in the reunion. You know what I'm saying? Like, all she do, she want to fight. She get drunk and want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talk about how toxic or toxic he is, or how he's done destroyed her life when she's the toxic one. Right. She destroyed her own goddamn life. You understand? But everybody always want to blame him or blame the man for that. You know what I'm saying? And all these reality TV shows are the same. Like Real Housewives, Love and Hip Hop, The Bad Girls Club. You know what I'm saying? They all pretty much the same. You know what I'm saying? They not only portray black people, especially black women, in a bad light, but these women also practically wear nothing in this TV show. Right. Even on the reunions, like she was half naked on the reunion, had little bitty ass shorts on. You know what I'm saying? All this in the, you know what I'm saying? Like all these women talk about being sexually subjected and this and this, but You do it to your damn self.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, it's when ladies, it's okay to put some goddamn clothes on. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Men are still gonna want you if you got some clothes on. Matter of fact, men will want you more and actually treat you with respect if you cover your goddamn self up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you dress like a hoe, act like a hoe, guess what? Niggas gonna treat you like a hoe.
Right.
Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? On all these TV shows, women are yelling and arguing and fighting. You know what I'm saying? With the kids and teenagers that watch these shows, it teaches them, especially the kids, especially our daughters, that this is how you're supposed to act. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen one of them little things on Facebook where the little girl would argue with her mama back and forth, doing all this with her hands?
Right.
And then I seen one the other day where she arguing back and forth about, I think it was her grandmama asked if she pee in a diaper. She arguing back and forth about her hands going this, and this. Towards the end of it, she started twerking on her grandmama. Then her grandmama pulled out that spatula, like, did you pee your pants? She said, yes. You know what I'm saying? Like where these little girls learning that shit from? They learning that from their mother. Right. They learning that from the TV shows that their mothers is watching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they reacting what they see. They only know what they're taught.
Right.
You understand? So they reacting and doing what they see and been taught. You understand? Let's get that first article I sent you. You understand? Which seeing and seeing these TV shows and watching these TV shows and seeing these TV shows that's been promoted in our communities is destruction at its core. You know what I'm saying? And these devils know exactly what they're doing.
Right.
When they promote these type of shows to especially our youth and just black people in general. You know what I'm saying? These devils know exactly what they're doing. Because General Muhammad brought it out in class on, I believe it was Monday. You know what I'm saying? Brought out the FBI statistics and everything, talking about how, you know what I'm saying, if there would be less terrorist shootings, you know what I'm saying, mass shootings, if they would stop showing the mass shootings. Why you making these people famous? That's why more people do it. You understand? When you put it in TV shows, put it in the music, and put it in everything, everyday life, then your brain is susceptible to that thing, right, to things like that. And then, you know what I'm saying, when you're older, you're more susceptible into doing things. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you get to go ahead.
Kind of. Blueface says he's officially done with Christian Rock following pregnancy row.
Is this a TMZ one?
It's the Hip Hop DX.
Okay, go ahead.
Kind of. Blueface has declared that his relationship with Christian Rock has officially come to an end, following her announcement that she is expecting her first child. On Friday, January the 20th, which was Blueface's 26th birthday, Rock subtly revealed her pregnancy with a tweet that simply read, "Happy birthday, baby daddy," tongue out emoji. Moments later,
and the crazy thing about that is she's also on record bragging about how she's had 2, 3, 4 abortions.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Now everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to get on to what's his name, Nick Cannon, for having all these babies out here. Yeah, I seen an article the other day with Mariah Carey trying to take his rights to his kids with her because he had all these kids. You know what I'm saying? But nobody ever talks about how these shameless bras, you know what I'm saying, like Christine Rock, have abortions. In fact, what's the fuck nigga free girl? Glorilla. Matter of fact, in one of her songs, which is also trash, she talked about how she got pregnant last year and then aborted the motherfucker. That was her words too. You know what I'm saying? That's what she said in that song. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to, you know what I'm saying? Make these bras seem like they do no wrong. When these hoes is shameless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what's the scripture say about a shameless woman? She would be counted as a dog. And everybody know what a female dog is. That's a low down dirty bitch.
That's right.
Keep going.
Kind of account. On Friday, January 20th, which was Blueface's 26th birthday, Rock subtly revealed her pregnancy with a tweet that simply read, "Happy birthday, baby daddy," tongue out emoji. Moments later, the Tatiana rapper told fans that moving forward, the two will only be business associates, as he doesn't believe the child to be his. To answer
now, hold on, real quick. Now, the reason why he's saying it's going to exist in this article too, but the reason, matter of fact, go ahead and before I say that. Go ahead.
To answer your questions, yes.
I'm a Wonka Bar said her alter ego is Gorilla Pimp. Hey, that's my jam too. I'm a Wonka Bar. Don't get me started. Hey, don't get me started tonight. Don't get me started. Project Pat. Hey, that's my shit too. Hey, go Gorilla Pimp. She burned me, so I beat her with the pistol. I'm gonna start on that. Hey, I'm a Wonka Boy. And see, you blame me for that last night. It's you. That's you been doing that. Go ahead.
God. To answer y'all question, yes, me and Rock are officially done. It's strictly business. I tried it and clearly it wasn't giving before she announced it. He wrote, "She's pregnant with somebody else's child, not mine." Prayer hands emoji. He went on to support the allegation in a later tweet that read, "Rock has had encounters with 10 different men in the last year. Until I see DNA tests, then it's not mine." So
now he's not claiming this child because he knows that she's had encounters with 10 different men. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now, if she was seeing 10 different women in his phone and blame him for being with 10 different women, all these women would be out here, you know what I'm saying, in a frenzy, talking about how he's a dog, he's this, he's that, a low down dirty dog and all that. But yet, nobody talks about, you know what I'm saying, this nasty, shameless bitch being with 10 different men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All these, whenever a man gets caught in the world so-called cheating, you know what I'm saying, all these women are ready to, you know what I'm saying, tear him a new one. But whenever the shoe is on the other foot, and we learned this with Will Smith, like Jada, you know what I'm saying, with the, you know what I'm saying, with the all that bullshit, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, these women don't hold other women accountable, but they ready to hold a man accountable for, if he squeezed the wrong way, he get held accountable. You know what I'm saying? But she out here messing with 10 different men, you know what I'm saying, so he's not sure that's his child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody wanna talk about things. Well, let's say none of these women want to talk about that. None of these women want to hold each other. Ladies, y'all even know what accountability is? Right. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what that word means? Right. Accountability. Do you know what that is? If a lady outside of UPK want to answer what accountability is, please feel free to do so. Put it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if y'all even know what accountability is. Keep going.
Christian Rock reposted his statement with a response challenging his accusations. So what happens when you eat all Salaki? What happens when you eat all your evil words? She tweeted, "I haven't sexually been active with no one but you, and plus there can be a DNA test."
Well, that's what y'all need to do. Go on get that the DNA test. All right, for time's sake, go ahead, drop the rest of that and go to the next one. Mwanga Bar said, "Women got every ability but accountability," and that's 100% correct. You know what I'm saying? You got ability to do anything and everything but hold yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bitches don't even know what accountability means. When Christine Rock fights 2 women.
Okay.
Now, this is not too long after she announces her pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Okay. Exclusive. Christian Rock fights 2 women. Post-Prego news trying to get to Blueface.
Okay, this is right before she announced she was pregnant. She out here fighting 2 different women. Blueface into a car. You out here fighting 2 different women. So now, again, who's the toxic one in this situation?
Right.
Everywhere you go, you fighting somebody.
Right.
If it's not him, it's somebody else. We'll never hear Blueface out here fighting 2 niggas.
Not one.
We don't never hear that, but everywhere this bitch goes, she fighting somebody.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay. Christian Rock got into a physical altercation shortly after announcing she was pregnant with Blueface's child.
Okay, so it was after she announced that she was pregnant with the child. So not too long after she announces her she's pregnant, she out here fighting 2 different bras. Go ahead.
Okay. This while trying to get to her alleged soon-to-be baby daddy. TMZ has obtained video that was taken earlier Saturday morning in Chatsworth near Blueface's home. We're told this fight you see here on camera follow eyewitnesses claim was a bum rush attempt by Christian Blue, dropping in on him at his house. You see, we're told Blueface was throwing a party at his crib to ring his 26th birthday, Friday.
So again, you know what I'm saying? This man at his house throwing a birthday party for his birthdays and parties and all that's unlawful. That's another class. But you know what I'm saying? He at his house throwing himself a party. You know what I'm saying? She showed up to his house and started an altercation. Go ahead. But if that would have been him showing up to her house and starting an altercation, police been called, you know what I'm saying, charges would have been filed,
right,
all that. But somehow this bitch get slid by and no charges ever been filed, even though all this stuff is on camera.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is on camera and no charges have been pressed on this woman for showing up to a man's house and starting a fight. Go ahead.
And that Christian Cressy shindig in an effort to pull him away.
So she pulled up to his house trying to crash a party he threw for himself and starts a fight.
Right.
Go ahead.
What you see here is what we're told happened shortly thereafter. It seems Blueface was trying to get away in his own vehicle.
See, Blueface, he trying to leave this. You know what I'm saying? Trying to leave the situation altogether. I don't even want to be bothered. I didn't want to be bothered with you. That's why you weren't even invited.
Right.
But yeah, you still show up and you start a whole fight. Go ahead. And the crazy part about it is, no woman thinks she did anything wrong. That's what's crazy about it.
Right.
So like, really, what are we teaching our women? What is this teaching our women? And these are the same women that's raising our daughters.
Right.
So now we have to think, what are these women teaching our daughters? Go ahead. Just read a little bit more, and we're gonna drop this.
It seems Blueface was trying to get away in his own vehicle with a gaggle of people following him, including Christian. And it all erupted in a massive brawl on the street down the block from his pad. In this clip, you see Christian wearing the same pink tracksuit from earlier in the day.
I will show y'all the clip, but I don't get my class tag or taken down for showing TMZ clip. Go ahead.
From earlier in the day getting Blueface to herself on one side of a car presumably hers. We're told she was trying to get him inside to leave with her. Instead, she threw hands with two ladies on the scene.
So she trying to force this man into a car, and then ends up fighting two women. Right after she talking about she pregnant.
Right.
Like, bitch, why are you out here trying to fight any goddamn body, and you just said you was pregnant?
Crazy.
Let's go ahead and drop that. We pretty much got all the meat out of that one. You know what I'm saying? So now go to the last one that I sent. You know what I'm saying? Because now we gonna go over the facts that our children have by watching violence on TV. You know what I'm saying? Also hearing it in music, and also seeing the violence inside the house. You understand? So now, let's say that this child is this. So now this child is going to grow up in this toxic environment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the child's mother's toxic as hell. And then 9 out of 10 times, that child's going to grow up and be just as toxic.
Right. No type of guidance whatsoever.
Go ahead whenever you get there.
Okay. Violence in the media and entertainment. The prevalence of impact of violence portrayed in media and entertainment have long been a topic of debate in the United States. In 1972, the U.S. Surgeon General issued a special report on the large and growing body of evidence on the public health effects of media violence.
So it's been a ongoing debate and study that the government's been doing about the growing body of evidence, the public health effects with media and violence. So every time we've been mass shootings, for example, you know what I'm saying. So every time it's reports on mass shootings, there's always more mass shootings after that.
Right.
If the media didn't, you know what I'm saying, report on these things, it would, you know what I'm saying, there would be less mass shootings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with police violence. You know what I'm saying? Police kill people every goddamn day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it seems like the media only reports on the racial ones that they know will start racial tension here in America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, with you know what I'm saying, the more you see these things, the more these things are gonna happen.
Right.
Go ahead.
Kind of.
And also the more you see these things, the more your mind is being programmed to be acceptable to these things. They're making it seem like these things are normal and these things are supposed to happen. Go ahead.
Kind of. At the time, the report was largely focused on television as the prevailing form of media and entertainment in the United States. However, even as the landscape of media has changed throughout the intervening decades to include other forms of digital media and entertainment.
And then that's going into these, you know what I'm saying, these, what's that, real, you know what I'm saying, real life or so-called real life series. You know what I'm saying? These different series that's going on, like what they call it, it's like a reality TV.
Right.
They say this is reality. You know what I'm saying? This is your reality. You know what I'm saying? That's why they showing the things like the Housewives and Love and Hip Hop and, you know what I'm saying, Bad Girls Club and all these things that show. It's really showing black women mostly in a bad light.
Right.
Go ahead.
Kind of. The near ubiquitous portrayals of violence in various forms of media have remained a topic of intense scrutiny. The World Health Organization has defined violence as the intentional use of physical force or power threatened or actual against oneself, another person, or against a group or community, which either results in or has a high likelihood of resulting in injury, death, psychological harm, malevolent, more development or deprivation, violence occurs at an alarming rate in the United States among Americans aged 15 to 34.
So now let's think about this. You know what I'm saying? In the so-called greatest country in the world, the richest country in the world,
right? We
have all this domestic violence that goes on, and that affects people ages 15 to 34. You know what I'm saying? So now when these young kids' mothers is watching Real Housewives and Bad Girls Club and all this, and their daughters is over there watching it with them, it's not going to affect them at such a young age. But once they watch it over years and years and years, and by the time they get 15, when a man goes upside the head, they think, oh, this is supposed to happen. Now I gotta, right. You know what I'm saying? Or before he goes upside my head, I gotta hit him first. Same thing with young males. You know what I'm saying? All they hearing or seeing in TV shows is black guys as gangsters.
Right.
Black guys shoot and kill black guys. You know what I'm saying? That's all we hear in music. Gang this, gang that, my block. You know what I'm saying? Kill a nigga this, kill a nigga that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a gorilla pimp. You know what I'm saying? Beat her with my pistol because I thought she burned me. The first of the month, you caught me Sambo. If you want to run, shit, get me to the flow. You know what I'm saying? That's all you. I just now realize how horrible that song is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When your boss walk in, I'm going to play it off cool. If he stepping out, I'm going to slap his ass too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just realized that's a horrible song. You know what I'm saying? And that was my shit growing up. I ain't even going to sit here in front. You know what I'm saying? I think I was like 14, 15 when that song came out. Like, that's a, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that is a horrible song, ain't it? I don't let my kids listen to that. You feel me?
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these things, you know what I'm saying? When that's all you see and hear, when you see it on TV and they call it reality TV, you know what I'm saying? You think these things is reality. This is what happens. You know what I'm saying? And the devils that push these things, they know that.
Right.
Because they do studies on the brain. They do studies on psychology and things of that nature. Like the general brought out in class on Monday, with what was that movie? The Silence of the Lambs. You know what I'm saying? They put a female agent in there, you know what I'm saying, so the FBI could get more, you know what I'm saying, or the FBI seen that and they used that to get more females in the force.
Mm.
So they know psychologically when you see things like that, then that's gonna want more people to do that. The devil that walked into that church in I believe it was in North Carolina. They shot the 8 women in the church. Dylan Roof.
Mm.
The devil that went into the grocery store and shot them 13 black people in the grocery store. Who you think his role model was? Who you think his idol was? Dylan Roof.
Wow.
He had Dylan Roof written on his goddamn gun.
Wow. It's heavy.
And if the news wouldn't push that, as long as they push that,
right.
Basically, and then Black Lives Matter marching and all that bullshit that they do, you know what I'm saying? That made Dylan Roof famous. The dude that killed Trayvon Martin, Zimmerman. You know what I'm saying? He's famous now. Why? For killing a young black man? You know what I'm saying? He auctioned off his gun for that gun that killed Trayvon Martin. He auctioned that off and got a nice little ticket on it.
Wow.
Keep going.
Okay. Two of the top 3 causes of death are homicide and suicide, and many of these deaths involve firearms. In a given year, more U.S. children would die from gun violence than would die from cancer, pneumonia, influenza, asthma, HIV, AIDS, and opioids combined. According to the Children's Defense Fund, U.S. children and teens are 15 times more likely to die from gunfire than their peers in 31 other high-income countries combined.
So now, in the so-called greatest country in the world, the richest country in the world, you know what I'm saying? Young kids are dying behind gunfire.
Right.
And it's not the guns. Guns don't kill. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 guns in my safe at home. They ain't kill no goddamn body.
Right.
So it ain't guns that kill people. It's the people that kill people. You know what I'm saying? And the people that's out here doing these things, what have they been subject to their whole life? These reality TV shows that show violence.
Right.
These TV shows that show violence and drug dealing. These songs that promote rapping or drug dealing and killing. They've been subject to it their whole life. So what you think they're gonna do?
Right.
These young boys ain't waking up one day. I just want to kill somebody today. That ain't how it work.
Right.
That is not how it work. Oh, I got ops out here. I gotta protect myself. I gotta shoot a be kill or kill a be killed. Where that mentality come from? You just don't wake up with ops and I gotta kill the be killed. You don't wake up one day and just think like that.
Right.
Keep going.
Okay. According to the Children's Defense Fund, U.S. children and teens are 15 times more likely to die from gunfire than their peers in 31 other high-income countries combined. In fact, the overall rate of firearm-related death or injury in the United States is higher than the rate in most other industrialized countries.
So in the so-called greatest country in the world, the richest country in the world, it's more violence here than it is in any other industrialized country in the world. Why is that? Because gun violence, gang banging, killing is being promoted every day on the goddamn TV.
Right.
These other countries ain't doing it. You ain't gonna hear a song from another country talking about kill a nigga this or kill a nigga that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And before the 90s, when they with the NWA, when they started pushing their gangster music and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Before that, it was more political, more uplifting, more things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So these devils knew what they was doing when they implemented that so-called gangster rap.
Right. Yeah.
They knew what they was doing when they promote these TV shows where they only show black people killing each other,
right,
being gangsters, selling drugs, women being whores, strippers, over-sexualizing men and women. You know what I'm saying? Now drop down, it's like how Mark said, before the Jewish man got involved in our music, and that's a fact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was born in the 80s, so I guess I don't really know too much, but I've seen rappers before that, and they was talking about more political things,
right,
more uplifting things, more things that bring the community together. Not kill a nigga this, kill a nigga that, fuck them hoes. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no fun if the homies can't get none. All that wasn't going on before the 90s. When that's basically, I'm assuming, Howard Moore, correct me if I'm wrong, that's when a Jewish man got involved in our music was in the early 90s. with like NWAs and all them.
Right.
All right. Now, and maybe you was there. You was born in 69? Hey, you correct me if I'm wrong, because you heard all the music up until then.
Yeah. There wasn't no Salaki, if I may. I grew up on music that, like, rapping that was educational.
Right.
You know, it wasn't no
KRS-One.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all them. They weren't rapping about killing nigga this, killing nigga that. Hoes this, hoes that. He was a political rapper.
Yeah.
He was a bring niggas together rapper.
A lot of rap songs didn't even have no words like F you, mother F, you know, it wasn't none of that. It wasn't no talking like that. It was just
everyone know killing nigga this, killing nigga that.
It wasn't none of that. It wasn't nothing like that. You know, it was more like let us come together, you know, love your brother. It was more uplifting. It was way more positive music. It was way more positive music.
Yeah.
You know, 90s came around. I say by the end of the 80s, that's when, you know, especially when NWA came out too. That's when this whole music industry just went all to hell.
Right. Now, for Tom say, skip down to the part where it say media violence in the United States. We're gonna read a little bit of that, and then we're gonna get into these scriptures.
Say media violence.
Yeah, media violence. Say media violence in the United States. Yeah, go down a little bit.
Media violence in the United States. The term digital media refers to all types of electronic data, including text, database, images, audio, and video. It may also refer to the electronic devices that store the data and to the communication methods that transmit the data. Examples include streaming video, messages, and social networking platforms, video games, television, music videos, social media. The expansion of media to include more and more forms of digital media has made it easier to access and to be exposed to portrayals of violence.
So with all these different platforms, TV stations, internet, with the phones and devices and stuff, to where you can see all these things, you're more susceptible to these things. All right. Now scroll down to television. It's the one right up under there.
Television. 71% of 8 to 18 years old have a television in their bedroom. In addition, 50% of individuals in this age group access television content online and or on mobile platforms during a typical day. Researchers have found that 8 to 12-year-olds watch television programming for an average of 1 hour and 23 minutes per day, and 13 to 18-year-olds watch for an average of 1 hour and 45 minutes per day, with approximately 19 minutes and 38 minutes of this time respectively spent viewing television content on other devices. That is computers, smartphones, tablets, MP3 players. An average American youth will witness 200,000 violent acts on television.
Read that again.
An average American youth will witness 200,000 violent acts on television before age 18.
An average American will witness 200,000 violent acts on TV before you turn age 18.
Right.
200,000. Good night. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the main thing you're seeing on TV is violence.
Right.
What you think your mind is telling you when you get older, you're going to be more susceptible to violence. All right, now let's drop that get into these scriptures. We got about 10 minutes. Give me Exodus 20 and 14.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 14. Thou should not commit. Salaki. You said Exodus 20 and 14?
Yeah.
Count. Exodus chapter 20, verse 14. Thou should not commit adultery.
Thou should not commit adultery. You understand? So that's a man laying with another man's wife, or a woman laying with a man that's not her husband.
Right.
You understand? So with this Blueface and Christine, you know what I'm saying? Her being involved with 10 different men. You know what I'm saying? That's unlawful.
Right.
That's not something that to be a shamefaced woman. That's not something a shamefaced woman would do. That would be something that a shameless woman would do. And like the scripture say, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
That's right.
All right. Drop that. Give me Ecclesiasticus 9:9 in the park. You know what I'm saying? This is for these 10 men that was involved with either, you know what I'm saying, just being around or sexually or whatever the case may be with Christine. This is for them. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Say it again.
Sit not at all with another man's wife.
One more time for the slow ones in the back.
Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Oh, it's okay to sleep with another man's woman.
Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Man, that's a thing that is looked at today as you the man sleeping with another man's woman.
Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Man, that's all Snoop Dogg and, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Dre and, you know what I'm saying, all these rappers, that's what they tell us to do, sleep with another man's woman.
Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Don't even sit with another man's wife. Don't even sit with her. Go ahead.
Nor sit down with her in thy arms.
Don't sit down and hug her or put your arm around her. None of that. Don't even sit with the bitch. Go ahead.
And spend not thy money with her at the wine.
Don't buy her no drink. You know what I'm saying? So that way you ain't gonna be jaded and get in an entanglement.
Right.
Don't buy her a drink. Don't even sit with her. If the woman has a man, okay, peace. You know what I'm saying? Don't even sit with her. Don't buy her a drink. Don't hug her. Don't do none of that.
Right.
That's it on there, right? Go ahead.
Lest thy heart incline unto her, and so through thy desires thou shalt fall into destruction.
And doing these things, sitting with another man's woman, buying her a drink, or giving her a hug, doing any of these things, you'll fall into destruction. You'll fall into that entanglement. You'll be in entanglement, and that leads to your destruction, because what did first scripture say?
It said
nothing about adultery. You know what I'm saying? Don't commit it. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to commit adultery. And adultery would be a man sleeping with another man's wife.
Right.
It's not an honor. It's not a cool thing to do. If you sleep with another man's woman, you half a homo.
Right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You might as well just sleep with him.
Right.
You wanna put your face in and stick your rod in and kiss a woman that another man has been all over and in and through and all that you a homo.
Right.
You're gay. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna come out the closet because you're gay. All right. Is that it on that?
Come.
Give me Ecclesiasticus 26 and start at verse 8.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 8.
It's like you hear me that real quick. Go ahead.
A drunken woman.
A what?
A drunken woman.
Christine, that's all she do on her show. Get drunk. Always got that Henny bottle in her hand. Go ahead.
Kind. And a gat abroad causes great.
Start from the top.
Kind. Ecclesiastes chapter 26 verse 8. A drunken woman and a gatter abroad causes great anger.
Causes great anger. You know what I'm saying? That's why this bitch always angry on herself, because she always drunk. Go ahead.
Kind. And she would not cover her own shame.
And she don't cover her own shame whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? She out here dressed in little to nothing. Out here fighting everybody and everything. On TV fighting everybody and everything.
Right.
And always drunk. Go ahead.
Verse 9. The whoredom of a woman.
The whoredom, her husband knowing about the 10 other men she's dealt with. Go ahead.
May be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
The whoredom will be known in her haughty looks and her eyelids. You know what I'm saying? With them fake ass eyelashes y'all be putting on, we still see it. We still see the whoredom. Go ahead.
Verse 10. If that daughter be shameless.
If that daughter be what?
If that daughter be shameless.
If that daughter be a shameless bitch, go ahead. Which Christine is a shameless bitch. Go ahead.
Keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
Don't let her have too much liberty. Don't let her have too much freedom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because she's shameless, and you don't want your daughter to be out here shameless. Go ahead.
Verse 11. Watch over her an impudent eye.
Watch over her with an impudent eye. You know what I'm saying? Watch her closely. You know how they say, like, have that hawk eye on her, that eagle eye. Man, watch that girl. Don't let her shame herself. Go ahead.
And marvel not if she trespass against thee.
And marvel not if she trespasses against thee. Go ahead.
Verse 12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler.
She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
When he had found a fountain and drank of every water near her.
You know what I'm saying? Drink of every water near her. You know what I'm saying? This is talking about her being a whore and a man falling in that trap. Go ahead.
By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow.
And everywhere she sat down, you know what I'm saying? She will open her legs, open herself, open her body. You know what I'm saying? Do things that a whore would do. You understand? And that's exactly what's going on here. All right, drop that. Give me Ecclesiastes 25 and start at 13. You know what I'm saying? This is for the you know what I'm saying, that may find themselves involved with this whore.
Ecclesiastes chapter 25 verse 13.
Go ahead.
Give me any plague but the plague of the heart.
Give me any plague. Give me coronavirus. Give me any plague. Anything that you could think of. Give me any plague except the plague of the heart. Loving the whore. Go ahead.
And any wickedness.
Give me any wickedness. Give me any type of wickedness. Wickedness. Put that pork, that shrimp, the crab, put all that in my face. Go ahead.
But the wickedness of a woman.
But the wickedness of a woman. I'd rather deal with any plague, with any wickedness, except for the wickedness of a shameless bitch.
Right.
Give me anything, goddammit. I'd rather take that on than take on the wickedness of a shameless bitch. Keep going.
Con. Verse 14. And any affliction.
Any affliction. God damn it, give me any affliction. Go ahead.
Con. But the affliction from them that hate me.
But the affliction of them that hate me. Go ahead.
Con. And any revenge. But the revenge of enemies.
But any revenge, but the revenge of enemies. Go ahead.
Con. Verse 15. There is no head above the head of a serpent.
You got the serpent, the head, they got the tail, the head. There's no head above that. Go ahead.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? Because the structure is God,
right,
Christ, man, woman, child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's no head above a serpent. No, nobody's the head of a serpent. Ain't no serpent whisperers out this motherfucker. You hear me?
Right.
Go ahead.
Con. And there's no wrath above the wrath of an enemy.
There's no wrath but above the wrath of an enemy. Because the enemy want to kill you.
Right.
The enemy want to keep you in destruction, like this goddamn devil that the Bible speaks of. This so-called white man that the Bible speaks of.
That's
you know what I'm saying? There's no devil out here. It's like it. There's no wrath. There's no wrath above him, the wrath of the enemy. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much they smile in your goddamn face, they're your enemy.
Right.
And they want to help keep you in destruction. That's why they give you all this violence on TV. That's why before you turn 18, you're going to see 200,000 violent acts.
That's right.
Because this goddamn devil right here.
Right.
You're gonna see all this violence and everything in your music and your TV and everything you do in everyday life because this goddamn devil control it.
Right.
For your destruction. You understand? So, you know what I'm saying? There's no wrath, you know what I'm saying, above the wrath of an enemy.
Right.
And make no mistake about it, this devil is your goddamn enemy.
That's right.
Keep going.
Come. Verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon.
I'd rather dwell with a lion or a dragon. A lion, a vicious lion that can eat me in 2 seconds.
Right.
Or a dragon. Go ahead.
Come. Than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Then to keep house with a wicked ass, disgusting ass, shameless ass bitch.
That's right.
I'd rather dwell with a lion or a dragon than keep house with this wicked ass bitch. Keep going.
Come. Verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face.
The wickedness of a woman changes her face. You know what I'm saying? She wicked as hell.
Right.
But she also know how to be sensitive and you know what I'm saying, manipulative and you know what I'm saying, all police, I'm the victim here.
Right.
When she's the goddamn aggressor and the toxic one and the one that hits you upside your goddamn head with a Hennessy bottle.
Right.
But yet, if you hit her ass back, she can call the police and I'm the victim here. He hit me. Go ahead.
And darkened her countenance like sackcloth.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Come. Verse 18. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors.
Her husband will sit among the neighbors. Go ahead.
Come. And when he heareth, it shall sigh bitterly.
When he even hear this bitch name, it's like, God damn, this bitch again?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what. You know, you said they're trying to say, hey, look, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Like, I don't know what the hell was going on that night. I must have been out of my goddamn mind.
Right.
Go ahead.
Come. Verse 19. All wickedness.
All what?
All wickedness.
All what?
All wickedness.
All wickedness. Go ahead.
Come. Is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a goddamn woman. Go ahead.
Let the portion.
You right, go ahead. Let the portion.
Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
Man, let them sinners fall upon her. You know what I'm saying? You as a righteous man, leave that bitch alone.
Right.
There ain't no wickedness like all wickedness is little, but a little to the wickedness of a goddamn woman. You understand? Drop down to 24. So same chapter, verse 24.
Verse 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin. When Eve went to the serpent, which is a man, in the garden, that's a whole nother topic, another story. We'll get into that later.
Right.
I'm saying when the woman went to the serpent in the garden, and we all know serpents can't talk. We all know snakes can't talk. So this is obviously talking about a man. You know what I'm saying? And took the philosophies and knowledge from this man and took it back to her husband, and they both ate the goddamn apple. That's what brought sin into the world. Go ahead.
Verse 25.
And through her, we all die. Because of that bitch right there, we all die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Adam should have been more like a man and more of a man and told her, bitch, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? What I'll tell your ass. That's what we gonna do. Fuck what they told you.
That's right.
But you know, Adam was weak and fell to the wickedness of a goddamn woman. And now because of that woman, we all know what death is. Go ahead.
Verse 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad.
Give the water no passage, neither a wicked ass woman liberty to gad is like talk. Get that bitch no room to talk abroad. Bitch, shut up.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 26. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off.
If she don't do what the fuck you tell her to do, cut that bitch off. Cut her loose. Cause what it say? It ain't no wickedness, but the wickedness to the wickedness of a goddamn woman.
Right.
Go ahead.
Cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go.
All right, drop that. Give me Proverbs 25 and 20.
Proverbs chapter 25, verse 24. It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop.
It's better to dwell in the corner of the housetop. You got this big ass house right here, right? It's better to dwell in the corner of the housetop. Go ahead.
Than with a brawling woman and in a wide house.
It's better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than to dwell with a brawling woman in a wide house. You got this big ass house right here. It's better to dwell in the corner than to dwell with this brawling woman inside your house.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? It's better to dwell in the corner. You get you a little corner. What you call that? Your man space, your man cave, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Get away from that bitch that just want to argue and fight and argue about stupid shit.
Right.
All right, drop that. Give me Proverbs 21 and 9. Is that the one I just told? Is it the one I just said?
Yeah, 21 and 9. Yeah, come on. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 9. Yes, just read 25.
Yeah, 25, 24. Proverbs 20, 21, and verse 9 say the same thing. Literally, it says the same thing. It's better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than to deal with a broad woman in a wild house. So this woman always want to pick and fight and argue and do all these shame-faced things that a bitch would do.
Right.
Leave it, man. Get far away from that bitch. Pick your little corner in that house. You know what I'm saying? Because Christ made it right. You know what I'm saying? Where he said from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? You can't leave a woman unless she commits fornication.
Right.
Unless she goes sleep with another man. You know what I'm saying? So if you lay with this woman and she just a brawling bitch, hey, that's what you signed up for, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You better get you a corner and get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But you can't just leave her until she commits fornication.
Right.
You understand? For time's sake, we ain't gonna read it, but you, for your notes, you can put down Proverbs chapter 7, the whole chapter. All right. And with that, Shalom Yahabashim Yahabashah Barakatham, Shalom Alatham Bashim Yahabashah. Class dismissed.